What a horror! Mikey's whole family turned into zombies.
Whoa.
Now I have to stop them. Except I don't want to destroy them. So what do I do?
JJ, you better give up.
What
We
the-
have an army of zombies. So if you keep resisting, I will summon them all. And then you won't have the strength to fight back. Think about my offer.
There's no way I'm giving in to a family of monsters,
What?
so do whatever you want. I can handle anything. And by the way, you can't even catch up to me now.
No way.
That's because I'm going to be doing the challenge course.
And you've chosen a very convenient tactic. If I wasn't a zombie right now, I could catch up to you without any trouble. But when I'm a zombie, my whole body's a lot slower. And that's kind of bad.
I guess I don't have to listen to Mikey that much, because he's making me slower at the trials, and I realize there's not much left.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to crawl through here and then swim a little bit.
What the?
Looks like they're pretty fast anyway, so we'd better hurry up and get off base.
Whoa.
Mikey does go through the whole ordeal very quickly, except I'm not exactly planning on running away from the base. And if they're ready to destroy us, I should be ready for that.
Boom.
It's the end of them.
JJ, why would you and your family run away from us? We can turn you into zombies and then we can live together again. We'll just eat people instead of regular food.
How's this for a surprise? You think you can beat a real tank? And I can tell you right off the bat, no, you're not gonna be enough. So I suggest you get off my base. Hey, that's it. And at first I thought we were gonna have a long fight,
No.
but in the end, one tank was enough. Except something tells me they'll be back,
Yes.
so we should be prepared for that.
Dad, let's fix our base for now. After all, Mikey and his family did wreck it a little bit.
I'd like to believe that our guns will be enough to stop Mikey, but I think it's better to set more traps. After all, he could come in with an army. I'm not gonna do anything too complicated. I just need to make it harder for them to get to the base. So fans would be the perfect solution. And I could also put up a barbed wire fence.
Well, with a defense system like that, no one can get to us. But you have an emergency retreat plan, right? Because anything could happen.
Look at the amount of fences and spikes. No zombies healthy enough to get through that. Well, I got a helicopter for emergencies. In fact, I should be using it very soon.
Yes.
I want to recruit more people to our military base
Booyah.
because we'll barely have enough to defend it. And to do that, I need to fly to the village.
Yes.
I think the villagers will like it.
So now we'll be issuing subpoenas to villagers to serve in our military? I don't think most people would want to do that.
I think it'll be the other way around. And if someone doesn't like the idea, I'll just make them serve in the army. After all, we have to fight together against a problem as big as zombies.
Why did you come to me? I won't be a part of this. Although if you're threatening me with a gun, I might change my mind. So, yeah.
Well, that's good. I told you everyone would be happy to serve.
What the-
Although I don't think this villager really understood me. Look, you don't have a choice. You still have to come and serve in the army.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry. I was wrong. I'm just so scared of fighting zombies. I've never even held a gun before, so let me go.
That's okay. I'll teach you everything personally.
Yes.
So tomorrow you can be at my base, and if you don't, I'll find you and burn your house down. I think we understand each other. Like I said, it turned out just fine.
Booyah.
Now we will have a lot of villagers in our army, and I have a bad feeling about it. Like Mikey might attack now that we're short on manpower and weapons.
No.
Hi, JJ. It's been a while since we've seen you.
Ah!
And as you may have noticed, I've managed to amass a very large army. So now you're finished. And you just started recruiting for your army. But you should have done it sooner.
And how did Mikey get such a large army so quickly? I mean, I figured it could happen, so I brought my rocket launcher. No matter how many villagers there are, I can take them out.
JJ, why are you running away if you think you can beat everyone? It's still hard for you to fight a whole bunch of villagers. Maybe you should just give up. I'll make you general of this army.
Remember, Mikey, I'd rather disappear than become a weaver like you.
What?
And look, your army's getting smaller and smaller. There's a reason I brought a rocket launcher. It's very fast at taking out the enemy, and I can blow you up too if I need to.
Looks like you win again this time. But no, I'll be back. And then you'll be dead for sure. In the meantime, you better come up with a good plan of attack.
With that kind of training, I certainly shouldn't be afraid of Mikey. And now I have an army.
All right, everyone has arrived at our base.
Yes.
So now we have to give them a workout. The villagers are bad with guns after all.
Booyah.
Welcome to the military base, and let's start right away with some hand-to-hand combat. You'll be squaring off in twos. I want you to be professional soldiers, not villagers.
Haha!
Let's see what they can do. And I can already see that they can fight. That's good, but it's not going to be enough to beat Mikey.
Yes.
They're going to have to be like me. I wonder which of these two will win.
Booyah!
It's not that big of a deal, though. The important thing is that they're gaining combat experience, and that's something they can use very soon.
Whoa.
That's enough fighting. The enemy is already on the ground.
I think the training is going really well, and if Mikey doesn't attack right away, we can get everyone ready for battle.
JJ, our base is under attack.
What the-
There's a very large army there. It's probably Mikey.
All villagers go to the battlefield immediately.
Boom, boom, boom.
Believe me, my training is enough to get you all killed. So don't be afraid of anyone out there.
Yes.
You'll be stronger in that armor.
Well, hello, JJ. Time for a rematch. And now we will have a battle of two armies. Except I've upgraded my villagers a little bit, and that's why they're stronger.
What the-
I think I'm gonna win this one.
I still don't understand how you can win
Seriously?
when I handled your army alone last time. And now I have a crowd of trained villagers. Your villagers may be stronger, but the result will be the same.
I think you have less of a chance this time. And all these traps aren't gonna stop us, because we don't feel pain. You might want to remember that. And I think it's time for you to run away.
As confident as I am in myself,
Yep,
there
yep,
are
yep.
too many opponents, so I'm really gonna have to retreat.
Yeah.
And that's too bad.
Oh! That's it, JJ. I've gotten to your military hardware,
Oh, no!
which means there's nothing more you can do to me. Now I have a tank, so I can just destroy this whole base so you can run away.
Ah!
I can't believe Mikey took my tank away from me, and my entire army was destroyed. That's really sad. Family, looks like we're gonna have to get out of here after all, and go someplace else and come up with a revenge plan.
JJ, I hope you never come back here again, because I'll always be waiting here on this tank. Victory is finally mine. All I have to do is turn you into a monster,
Oh, no!
and you'll serve me.
I can't let that happen, so run.
Whoa!
Look, it looks like we found some kind of bunker, and since there's nowhere else to go, we might as well try to get in. But first,
Whoa.
we have to somehow cut the power to the fence. Since we don't have a lot of time, we'll use the easiest way. We'll climb over this fence, and we're gonna do it through the trees. All we have to do is make a ladder to get up there.
It's good to have lots of trees around us, so it will be very easy to create a ladder.
Yes!
And lucky you have an axe.
And when we get over the fence, I need to disable that security system. But okay, now I need to concentrate on building the stairs. And first, I need to create a workbench.
Booyah!
It's gonna be very simple. Well, that's it. Now I'll just make a ladder
Yes!
and put it near one of the trees. And then we can all jump over that fence real easy. Just don't fall right on top of it. I should also be thinking about a revenge plan for Mikey by now. After all, he beat us that time and took the entire military base. There's no way we're getting it back, so we gotta find a tank somewhere.
Let's start by looking around the place a bit. There's bound to be something interesting here. And by the way, there's a trapdoor.
Whoa.
I haven't figured out how to open it yet.
It seems to me that everything here is powered by electricity,
Yes!
and the wires have come loose. That's why the hatch door won't open, but I think I can fix it.
Booyah!
I also want to see if the switch is still working, and since nothing happened, it must be broken. So I'm gonna have a lot of wiring to do. I hope I can do it quickly.
Yes!
How lucky we were that the wires we needed were in that trunk. Looks like someone realized the wires could break. So this is gonna go even faster, but I don't think that's all the wires that need fixing.
No.
You're right. The wires are still in the back of that booth.
Whoa.
I don't know much about it, but I don't think they should be broken. So you're gonna have to fix it there too.
Of course I can handle it. It's just a matter of connecting the wires with the right color. I think even our son could do it, but for now, it's better if I do all the work. And by the way, I'm almost done.
Booyah!
So after the wires, I'm gonna go check to see if the power switch works. I think I've done everything right,
Yes!
and the hatch will finally open. I was right, it's working, and the alternator's starting to work too. So everyone needs to get down to the bunker. Let's see what we can find, and I don't think it's been used in a while.
How cool. We found a real bunker. Maybe we don't have to go anywhere else. We can just wait for Mikey to forget about us.
That's definitely not the way to do it, because Mikey's never gonna let us go. So this is just gonna be a temporary safe haven for us.
Looks like JJ and his family are holed up in this place, and we were able to find them very quickly. So now we can capture them, and then my plans will definitely not be interrupted. And did JJ really think that fence could stop a tank? He seems pretty upset about losing. Except you can't just lure him out. So we need a plan.
Don't you think all the electricity in here is coming from this box? So if we destroy it, JJ and his family will be out on the street anyway.
Yeah, that's just a great idea. Still, if we just go down to them, the JJ will have an advantage because he still has the weapon. But once they get up there, I'll show them the rocket launcher.
Whoa! Family, we need to get upstairs right away. I had no idea Mikey would find us so fast. And since we don't have electricity anymore, we're not gonna survive up here. Mikey, we're all giving up.
Just as I thought, it went perfectly. Now I'm gonna lock you up in prison forever. Well, that's it. You're in jail now,
Oh, no!
and I don't think you're gonna get out. Because I did it myself. So just sit back and wait for me to destroy the world.
Whoa.
And you'll be the last ones.
That's terrible. I never thought I'd lose to Mikey. And when he was a monster, but I'm glad he made that prison. So there's still a chance we can escape. We just have to find a way. And I think one block looks a little different to me. So if it's removed, there's a chance of finding a small cave with resources. And I was right.
Booyah!
It's got everything you need to make dynamite. Except I'm gonna have to do it fast. Because Mikey could come back to our prison at any moment and see if we're alive. And if he finds out where I am, we're finished.
Daddy, you can go back to making dynamite.
Whoa.
Meanwhile, we'll make sure no one comes in here. And if anything happens, we'll let you know.
Great! At least now I'll know how much time I have. And I'm glad there's wood, because I couldn't have made the workbench without it. And now I'll be able to get all the sand quickly. All because now I can make a shovel. And even though it's wooden, it's still enough. Because it would take me too long to pick up sand with my hands. And when I'm done, I'll just have to put it all back together. It's a good thing Mikey decided not to check what he had under his jail cell. Because I'm about to have the easiest escape ever. But I still have to figure out what to do with Mikey.
JJ, I realize it's not easy to create dynamite from scratch. But you better hurry up, because I have a very bad feeling about this.
Don't worry, I'm almost done.
No.
And there will be plenty of dynamite, so I can make a big explosion. By the way, I didn't realize it was so high up here,
Whoa.
so I'm gonna have to make a ladder. And how nice that there are still a lot of different resources here, because I can use them to make a pole that I can use to get to the top. And I think I can start blowing things up right away.
Yes!
Well, here we go. Now it'll only take me a couple minutes to get upstairs.
Phew.
Oh, and by the way, I have to make a lighter, but I can do that anytime I want, so it's not a big deal.
You know, JJ, at first I thought you could beat me.
What the-
After all, you destroyed the first army of monster villagers so quickly, but you didn't do it right the second time.
Looks like Mikey thinks he's finally won, and that's his biggest mistake, because I've already made dynamite. I've even started installing it, so pretty soon I'll be able to get my revenge.
Boom, boom, boom!
That's great. We're finally gonna get out of here. It's pretty scary being a hostage after all, because Mikey could come in at any moment and destroy us.
That's it, the door's open. So now we have to get out of here as fast as we can.
Yes.
I don't think I can deal with Mikey right now. For that, we're gonna need more cool weapons.
It's weird. I feel like there's been an explosion somewhere.
Oh, no!
But that can't be right. So I'm just imagining it. At least JJ couldn't have gotten out on his own.
And if Mikey had come by and checked on us once in a while, there was no way we could have escaped. So thank him so much for believing in himself so much. Now we have to go.
Yes.
And our best bet is to get out through this passageway.
Woohoo!
The key is to do it quietly.
Now the most important thing is to stay out of Mikey's sight, because I don't want us locked up again and then destroyed.
Oh.
You're right. So we need to get out the direction we need to go. And something tells me Mikey shouldn't be here.
Well, hello, JJ.
What the-
I knew it was you who did that explosion. Looks like I didn't do a very good job in prison. Oh, well, I don't need it now,
Oh, this is
because
bad,
I'm gonna
this is
destroy
bad.
all of you.
Looks like they couldn't see us after all. But it was very scary. So we'd better get out of here right away. I think I know where. We can find a lot of weapons there. look at what's happened to our base. Mikey totally destroyed the place. And I feel sorry for all those villagers who fought on our side. They're all wiped out now.
Oh no!
Hey, don't you think we were told about some secret armory on our base? Except I couldn't remember where it was.
You're right. There really is a secret place.
Booyah!
And I don't think Mikey found it in time. It's right in this hangar. I just have to go to the end of it, and there's a small passage.
Hey!
There he is. I'm so glad I found him. Now let's see what kind of weapon it is. And from what I remember, there must be a lot of very powerful weapons in there. So we can definitely take Mikey down.
This place is so cool. I've never seen some of these weapons before. I can't even imagine what they're capable of. Let's check them out as soon as we can.
Don't worry, we're gonna run these guns on Mikey and his family real soon, and he thought he was gonna win.
All right, I suggest finding JJ again.
Yes!
And this time we just destroy it.
Well, hey Mikey, how do you like my new weapon?
way!
If I were you, I'd better destroy our base, because you still can't find the secret room, and now you're gonna lose.
How do you even have so many cool guns? And what's the secret room? I wouldn't have thought you had something like that on your base. Oh, that's terrible. I can't beat you now.
You're right. I'll be the strongest now, and you'll have to watch me destroy you. You won't be able to escape after all, and I wish I didn't have to, but I don't have a choice.
I should have destroyed you when I had the chance. Now I can't even do anything. Looks like I'm very close to my end, and I wanted to take over the world.
Now you're definitely not going to be able to do that anymore, because with so many cool weapons, I can take out an entire army. Mikey, you've lost to me for good, and I hope you never exist again.
Booyah!